Alrighty, so I bought this Kobalt 40 volt brushless push lawnmower here. This is the non-propelled version. Comes with a 6 amp hour battery. Paid about $250 for it yesterday at Lowe's. And gonna see how this thing works, and we're gonna give it a bit of a torture test here. When I was looking at this, or sorry, looking for videos of this online, I saw a lot of people cutting 2-inch lawns into 1-inch lawns, or very minor amounts of cutting. What we got here, we are up near 2 feet in some areas. I'm not sure if you can see the mark on there, but that's a 2-foot level. We're going to see if we can get this area here. I'm going to go so I'm not walking into the sun. Hold on a second. That's a little bit better. So we have grass up to 2 feet high. This is a first mow of the season. This is what I'd usually knock down with a weed whacker. But seeing how we just got it, we'll figure we give it a try, see if it'll handle this or not, see if it blows up. If it'll do this on one battery, then I will move inside the fence and we'll keep going from there. Alright, I am going to set this to maximum ride height for this, obviously. I believe that's about 4.5 inches of lift according to what the manual said. It also says don't work on slopes because you'll fall underneath the mower and amputate your foot. So hopefully that don't happen. If not, I will have cameras set up and you'll get to see that. Yay! Oh, also, in addition to the grass, we also have this viney twig-like substance. Sorry, not a horticulturist. So yeah, we'll be taking that out too. And I just want to give you a good before pick before we move on. And then in the fence, we got this area over here too. So 6 amp hour battery. We'll see if we can get this section done. If I can get this one section done here on a single battery, I'll be happy. And if it blows up, I'll be less happy, but I'll return it back to Lowe's. Alrighty, I'm going to set up the camera on the tripod. Please hit the subscribe button and try and get 1,000 subscribers. And we'll see what this thing does. here's a bit of after. Thing did a lot better than I expected it to. It did stall out a couple of times on those big balls of grass there, but basically just stop it, or well, it stopped itself, restart it, and it came back to life. This little section I didn't do because this is weed whacker territory. There's rocks, we've got pipes running through here, but we got this little area here done, which was up to 2-foot grass. And let's check our battery. Oops, the camera lined up right here. That is still 3 bars of, actually I'm sorry, that's 4 bars of battery. I checked it a minute ago, it said 3, I guess it was between the two. But we're at, we'll call it 3 bars of battery. So we use 1 bar of the 6 amp battery to get this done. So now we're going to move inside the fence and scare the puppies. Alright, this is going to be phase 2 here. That's Buddy. So this area is you can see the puppies, run down their paths, so keep some areas clean. But we've got assorted vegetation, some bare areas, a lot of vines, and so it's not as thick here as it just was. We have whatever the hell these things are. Hope that's on camera. A very steep hill, and then basically we head over here to the other side of the antenna, and this part, I'm pretty sure it's going to take care of this. It's just going to, if it hits a stick like these guys here, then we're probably going to be in trouble, but we'll see how much of this we can get done on that same battery charge. And I do have another 2.5 amp battery left over, for the Kobalt chainsaw that I have. So if I run out of battery and only got a little bit left to do, I can finish it off with that. So these things will be fun. So this is South Carolina vegetation. There's nothing in March, first week of April, all this shit just pops right up. So take a little break, clear up any of the large debris, and start going on this. Alright, we got this section to the right of the dog trail pretty much knocked down. A few obstacles, such as these little guys hiding here. Small twig size things it did actually kind of take out without a problem. I'd say probably 1/4 inch. Whatever the hell these things are now a whole lot shorter. And I have been adjusting the ride height as needed. Currently, I believe I'm in position 5. Yep. So there we are today. It doesn't even scare the dogs. It's not, it's not Tesla quiet, but it's pretty freaking quiet. All right, so let's see how much of this side of the dog path we can get done. Alrighty. Yeah, and as with most tools, the more you use them, the more you abuse them. Not sure how well this is going to show up, or if it's just going to be a whole lot of green whatever. But actually bushwhacking here with the thing. Little branches like, oh, yay big or so. There we go. No problem. It's eating them up. So this little spot was overgrown like that. Got it down to the ground, just, dip the mower, drop it on the shit, and let it take it out. So she ain't broke yet. Back up here. Still running. That's the dog path dividing line. Made it maybe 30 feet past that, and the brush is getting uglier. So I'm going to keep going until either the battery dies or it breaks. Alright, just catching my breath for a minute. Down to 2 bars on the 6 amp battery. Done to the house. Done here. We start off with 2-foot grass. And now I'm brush hogging with the damn thing. You can see what I'm cutting through here. Basically, rather high brush. Just working my way through it. So you can lead anything up to maybe a 1/2 inch. See, I mean, it took that out. It stalled when it hit the big nub there, of course. Probably beating the piss out of my blade, but oh well. Should only have to do this part once. But so far I am very freaking impressed with this thing. And if I can make it over to that corner, that's my full yard, including brush hogging and other abusive behavior on 1 battery. So, get back to it. my camera battery just died for my tripod camera. So on the cell phone, we're down to 1 bar battery on the 6 amp hour battery. We have been brush hogging the shit out of this area here. There are things that will stall it, such as, like these buggers here, which, is to be expected. Trying to avoid the big trees, and a couple of paths going through here. But I'm gonna back all the way up to the fence here. We've done all this on 1 battery so far. The only part I have left is this little corner where I really shouldn't even be using this thing. But I'm gonna brush hog that down a bit, and we'll call it a day. I did not expect this thing to be able to brush hog. Anything up to 1/2 inch, give or take, a green, it's slicing it. Here's one. I mean, it's just taking the shit out. And like I said, it's beating the shit out of my blade, but it's getting the job done. Either sharpen the blade or buy a new blade when I'm done. And after that, I shouldn't be putting it through this much abuse. And I've been running it on and off for almost an hour and a half, I'd say, and beating the piss out of it. Alright, back at it. Alright, we finally got the red flashing light on the battery. The mower is still running, so not sure, but went from 1, then went to red flashing, so I figured it's time to turn it off. So we got the front little yard there. We got the easier part of the dog area, and we bushwhacked the crap out of this thing here. I've got some tripod footage I'm going to splice in so you can see what it looked like before. So, I mean, this is all basically this type of shit. It did stop when we hit larger objects. Something like, there we go, can't see in the camera. But basically, up to a 1/4 inch, almost a 1/2 inch, it blows right through it. It don't care. It's cut this little trail along the fence line because I got to get in here with the chainsaw and get rid of this big shit. But I mean, that's about 100 foot by about 40 foot of not easy cutting. We went from 2-foot grass in some areas to brush hogging in other areas. $250 it's on sale right now at Lowe's. I think it's regularly $2.99. I'll put the model number and crap in the description. So if you're thinking about getting this for a normal yard, yeah, I wouldn't worry about that at all. If you're thinking about beating the shit out of it like I do, then it's probably still worth your money. That's about all I got. I'm a bit wiped out. Usually battery tools die before I do. This one didn't, which kind of pisses me off. I like being able to take a 2-hour break while it recharges. But here it is. This is the beast. Actually, I'm going to flip it upside down and just see what the blade looks like now. Don't look too beat up. And I was using side discharge because I figured that would be easier on it. Mulching probably will take more, I would assume, to use more battery. But $250, it's a deal. $300 is probably still a deal. Alrighty, I'm out. So hit that subscribe button because I gotta buy Nooker's foods, right? Say bye, Nook Nook. Bye, Nook Nook. Okay. Later.